We are in Sinop.
Join me to discover the local flavors of this beautiful Black Sea city, Sinop. Learn how Sinop Mantı dumplings are made from the local woman. I will also take you to a historical famous prison dating back to 15th centuries and more.
Today we are going to Sinop. It is about 200 kilometers from Kastamonu. The first time we are visiting. They say it is the happiest city in Turkey. We are with my mom, my daughter and my driver. Passing through Taş Köprü, famous with its garlic. We are in Sinop, but it's very windy.
Sinop is a seaport on the southern coast of the Black Sea, northern Turkey. It is situated on the northernmost edge of the Turkish side of the Black Sea coast. There was a storm coming later in the day on the forecast, so it was quite windy. After we parked our car, first we walked around the seaside, visited the Sinop Castle. Then within a 5 minutes of walk, we head to historical Sinop Fortress prison.
My friends, we are in Sinop Fortress prison. It's the state prison, one of the oldest, was still in use. Now it's a museum. It has a beautiful view, but I don't think they would be able to see it, mostly.
It's a different feeling to walk around the buildings of a prison and trying to imagine what happened in those walls. Some parts are still in construction, so we couldn't see the inner areas. Famous Turkish traveler Evliya Çelebi visits the citadel and dungeons in 1640 and describes as it is a huge and scary fortress. There are 300 iron doors, gigantic guardians, and many brutal convicts whose arms are tied to iron rails.
Another dungeon, scary to enter really. I can't see much and I don't want to go in. Full dark. The prison also has more history from 16th, 17th century when it became Ottoman state. I see some verses from Quran. So I'm in the outer part of the prison. My mom and Zeynep are there. Of course, the feeling is not so good, but good to see some history and read about it. Let's continue.
Okay, enough of prison scenes. Now let's talk about some food. With the help of my daughter's research, we went to a famous bakery inside the city to try NOKUL. It's a pastry with various fillings. We wanted to try the most famous one, which has walnuts and grapes. We got beautiful fresh one, it was still warm, and head to a historical place to taste.
Teşekkürler, kolay gelsin.
The mosque is from 13th century Alaaddin Cami. It's a Selçuk mosque. It was nice to see handmade carpets outside the entrance. The design is from Selçuk, as I said, and inside the mosque was a very plain, beautiful and calm. We performed our afternoon prayer, visited the tomb area outside, and then right across the street there was Pervane Medrese school from 13th century from the same mosque complex. We are in Pervane Medrese, right across the Alaaddin Mosque. It's part of the complex. We got our NOKUL from the famous Demirkollar bakery. Let's give it a try. It has raisins and walnuts in it. Still warm. But before I try, I want to give it to my mom. It has lots of raisins. Anne buyur. Sen tat önce. Full of raisins. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is delicious. For me, it's a bit too much raisins, but other than that, dough is crispy, sweet. You try. My driver is trying right now. My daughter is left, my photographer. They all liked it. I even insist just to tell the truth, but they really liked it. It was nice, fresh, beautiful, and full of raisins.
Bundan yapmak istiyorum.
Before we moved on to our next stop, I came across a local restaurant. I didn't try it because our dinner plans were different, but I wanted to see what they had. Mostly it's the beautiful classic Turkish dishes like köfte, a meat kebab, Bolu style, rice and beans, and classic soups like lentils, yayla çorbası, and more. Our next stop was Sinop Archeological Museum. We were welcomed by beautiful black cat and an open-air exhibition from Roman Empire era in the museum yard. Look at this, güzel yer. It's from Roman Empire time, from 2nd century. And these are the tombstones from the Ottoman and Selçuk periods. We didn't have much time, so quickly visited the inside of the museum. And here we also learned that the Sinop city was birthplace for the famous philosopher Diogenes. It was Monday and we stumbled upon a local market in Sinop. How lucky am I?
Welcome to Sinop Market, local market.
It's the chestnut season again in the region, so they have lots of it. All the local producers from the ladies. Then in a second I saw the beautiful grapes I like. They have perfume-like scents, so delicious and flavorful. I don't know their names in English, but in Turkish we call kokulu üzüm, which means scented grapes.
Güzelli. Bak bunlar peynir, köy peyniri.
Köy peyniri. Bu ne kadar?
Bunlar mı? 40 lira.
Tamam, bir dolaşayım ben.
Tamam.
Ay, nar da güzel. Aldım. I bought for 40 lira. It's here 30. So happy to found local market here too. Just a coincidence. and I got beautiful grapes, a beautiful aroma and smell, and it's so widely available, and that's why it's cheap too.
Para bırakmadınız benden.
After a brief tour of the market, we went to our last stop, Esra's Kitchen restaurant, to taste the local flavors of Sinop. This is a business run by women. It has a warm, welcoming kitchen, and it feels just like home. You can see everything being made in the production area of the restaurant and while it is being cooked. And today they will demonstrate for me the famous Sinop style mantı. The mantı dumpling dough has water, eggs, flour and salt. The dough should be rested and it is kind of a soft dough. The lady was saying if you add too much salt, it can affect the stretchness of the dough, so it should be in the right amount.
Evet, hamurun şeyde ince olması, daha da ince açabilirim ama hamur daha dinlenmediği için yeni 4-5 yumurta yeterli oluyor. Su miktarını da ben göz kararı yaptım.
Gevşek bırakıyorum. Şu ucuna hafif. Kayık şeklinde. Ben bunu size koyacağım.
Ay teşekkür ederim.
Böyle bir porsiyon yapıyoruz. Zaten günlük var bu. Ben hemen gevşek göstereyim. Olmaya başlıyor demektir bu. 2-3 taşımdan sonra alacağız. Taze bak görüyorsunuz.
Evet.
Mantıyı biz soğutmuyoruz. Direkt tabağa alıyoruz.
En güzeli.
Şöyle.
Tamam.
Arkası bak arkadaşım bitirmiş
Tamam.
bile.
Harika.
Hadi canım valla kusura bakma aklım geçti. Öyle mi gerçekten? Mutlaka bunu yapmamız lazım. Keşkeğimiz de güzeldir ama. Karışık yapıyorum ben. Yoğurt, süzme yoğurt kullanıyoruz genellikle. Onu böyle iyice. Keş severseniz ben keşi sofraya koyayım. İsteğe bağlı siz
Olur.
dökersiniz.
Another difference of Sinop mantı is serving. To the half of the plate they add yogurt and half with walnuts and 2 different types of butter sauce.
Kokular. The smell is so beautiful.
The Sinop mantı is always served. They also cook different local delicacies every day. Today there was keşkek and they wanted us to taste it too.
I'm trying the keşkek, Sinop style. It is not pounded that much. You can see the beans inside and the meat.
Another different mantı style has cheese and yogurt in it.
This is keş cheese. Genelde şuraya mı alınır daha çok?
Cevizin üzerine cevizin
And now finally it's time to taste.
Çok güzel. Harika.
Sevdiniz mi teyzeciğim?
Bir de nohut var mıydı? Fasulye var.
It's a huge portion.
This is their regular portion. It is not for us. And let me tell you, even though you are very hungry, it fills you all the way.
Nasıl, beğendin?
Çok güzel, gerçekten çok lezzetli.
Hangisini daha çok? Cevizli mi, yoğurtlu mu?
İkisinin tadı başka. Yani.
Evet, bence de. Zeynep?
Ben yoğurt.
Hoş bir tadı var.
Tahmin ediyorum.
Öyle.
After the huge meal, we also tasted some of their sweets along with NOKUL and tea. Miss Esra also said when they serve the food, the person who eats it should be satisfied. This is how I think. I also never compromised from the quality of the ingredients, she said.
Bu şekilde vakumlu.
Tamam. Bu yeni yaptıklarımız
Evet,
yani.
evet.
Harika. Hı hı, çok
Şöyle
güzel.
dediğim işte un helvası bu şekilde.
Evet. Dalgalar.
It's 6:20. We are leaving Sinop. It was a quick trip. We could have spent more time, but we couldn't go to Hamsilos. There is a storm coming. That's why I was a little bit feeling anxious. How was Sinop? It has a small town center, everything within a walk distance, but there are natural beauties. We couldn't see it this time. Sinop also has a beautiful beach, Long Beach. I'm sure it must be beautiful during summertime. The Alaaddin Mosque from 13th century. I always love to see structures from Selçuk times. I wasn't expecting to see one of them here. We had a lovely finish at Miss Esra's kitchen. It's like a home style kitchen. I learned how they make the Sinop mantısı, the difference. The NOKUL, the pastry filled with grapes were also interesting. It's like a hearty pastry. The walnuts could have been a bit more. And now we are returning back home, inshallah, hoping to discover more cities in beautiful Turkey.